Right then, so we're now going to do utkatasana, which is the chair pose. So we're going to do it with props first, and then we're going to do it without props, and then I'll show you how you can deepen the pose a little bit more. So, firstly with props, so this will help with stability. It'll also help if you slightly tighten your hamstrings and in your calves. Okay, so we're going to actually put our heels on a foam block. You could use this size or you could use a half pad. Now, we want our feet hip width apart. Now remember the whole point of this pose is we're going to use the front of our thighs. But we're not going to compensate that, we're not going to let gravity take over, alright? So you will come forward, but without sticking the bum out. So it's a two-way action, okay? So you actually feel it in lots of your muscle areas. So you feel it in the balls of your feet, you'll feel it in the front of your legs, the backs of your legs, you'll also feel it in the top of your spine, and you'll also feel it in your arms once you take your arms over, okay? So to do this, we're going to stand upright into Utkatasana. Make sure your feet have got you nice and grounded, so you're firm. You should be a lot more stable because we're using the block, which is taking a lot of the pressure off, so you won't be as wobbly. So stand nice and straight, shoulders back. So we're going to start bending the knees, and in order to stop the bum sticking out, to protect that lumbar, keep the lumbar down. This is what I mean by your lumbar down, in and down. And then just bring the knees out. So I'm going to bring myself forward, not too forward. Now, if you get to the point where I'm like that, and I can probably sit like that for about 20 minutes, that means gravity is completely taken over. You're not actually doing the pose. So bring this out. So now I can feel it. I can feel that's my core. So you use your core to protect your back. Can't feel anything in my back at all. I can feel it in the front of my thighs. I can't feel it in my calves. I can actually feel it a little bit here. Okay, and then when you're ready, you're going to bring your arms overhead. So I'm looking at the front of my mat there. My gaze isn't up, it's not down, it's in line. So your back should be nice and straight. Keep thinking of taking that lumbar in, back straight. So I can really feel it on the top of my thighs. Come up, hands together, namaste. Straighten the legs, obviously, and back down. So you can then try it. If that was fine, if you thought I didn't feel that in my calves or anything, do it exactly the same. This will make the pose a little bit stronger. We've taken the foam block out from under our feet. So again, hip width apart. So now we will feel it. You might not get as lower down this time. You might not, because you'll feel it a little bit more in your lower legs, possibly in your ankles as well, because the foam pad's taking a lot of the pressure. You lift your ankle up, it feels a bit nicer. Okay, so we're going to energize the pose, mountain pose, and we're going to start coming down. So again, I'm thinking of that, keeping my core in, before I bring myself forward. If you bring yourself forward first, your bum automatically goes out, so then you've got to realign it. So I'm coming down, and then I'm holding in my core. And that's probably as far as. If I go a little bit further, I feel like gravity's taking over. I haven't got wobbly legs. As soon as your legs start wobbling, just bring yourself up a little bit. It means you're not using your core. Although it is a thigh, obviously it is using your leg muscles, but you're probably just going to be on that point of sort of comfort in asana. Okay, so then I raise my arms up. So hopefully my arms should be in line with my head. Okay. Maybe just go a little bit lower. So I can feel that on the backs of my lower legs and my calves. And come back up. Okay. So that's the two variations of utkatasana. Alright.